I'm surprised that nobody has gone to YouTube and made like a bad day video with Donald Trump and his hair.
Oh, come on now.
Right?
We're always bagging on him.
It'd just be like a bunch of slow motion things with him walking around and his hair just looking horrible. You know, he's got that horrific comb-over thing.
It is a comb-over.
Had a bad day.
You know, it's kind of like one of those things where TV makes you look 10 pounds heavier.
Okay.
His hair looks way worse on TV.
Well, I can tell you this. TV does not make you look 10 pounds more religious. Now, speaking of Donald Trump, I want to bring this up.
Okay.
We know that he's in the running to possibly run for president. Like, he's been hinting at this a lot lately.
He's thinking about it.
A lot. He's thinking about it.
Right.
And he says he's Obama's worst nightmare and yada, yada, yada. We were talking earlier about who we'd like to see run.
Yeah.
As far as, like, celebrities go. Now, Donald Trump, I was kind of on board with just seeing the whole circus go down until he went on it was a Christian, I think, broadcasting network or something like that, and tried to play off like he was religious. Listen to this and tell me I don't know why this ticks me off, because I'm not a real religious guy, but just give this a listen.
Well, I believe in God. I am Christian. I believe very strongly in God. I think that the Bible certainly is one of, if not, I mean, it is the book. It is the thing. You know, I've had a good relationship with the church over the years. I think religion is a wonderful thing. I think my religion is a wonderful religion.
Do you actively go to church, or is that something that is more just when you can?
Right. Well, I go as much as I can, always on Christmas, always on Easter, always when there's a major occasion, and during the Sundays. I'm a Sunday church person. I'll go when I can.
Okay. Now, go ahead.
I don't think that that's saying anything bad about him. He's saying he is religious and that he goes when he can.
Can I say this? The reason that I don't know why this infuriated me so much.
I don't know either.
And then I figured it out. I thought, okay, this is why. It's not that he's not genuinely a religion guy, but it's that he's trying to pretend like he is. Like, he instantly became the biggest D-bag on the face of the planet.
Okay, so you're saying basically that he's saying that he's something...
Basically that he's not.
He's not.
Right, and that's totally typical for politicians, I guess. But at the same time, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Did you really just go on? He's like, oh yeah, the Bible, it's a good. I mean, it's the book. It's the book. And I'm like, you know what? Who cares if you're religious or not? But why would you do that? Like, you just sounded like a buffoon to people who are religious and to people who aren't. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I really like Mr. Trump, so I'm not going to bag on him.
He's a jackass.
But
now. I can't stand him.
I will say this. I don't like people who, and we know a lot of them, who portray themselves to be one thing and live their life completely separately.
Oh, my goodness.
But when they're in the public, they are perceived as this great person, this great blah, 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 and in the meantime, not so much.
There's a dude in town, and I'm not going to name any names. He's another radio guy who does that, okay?
Yes.
And he tries to portray himself as like, oh my gosh, I'm this like hardcore Christian family man and blah, 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 blah. But he's a total perv and like, you know, like talks sexy talk to 16-year-old girls like all morning long.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, hey, what are you wearing? Really? What class are you getting ready for? Yeah, that's hot. Like, it's a creepy McNeepy. Creepy. Right. So, here's a question for you, though. I want to throw this out.
All right.
So, Donald Trump is trying to play this whole religious thing, right? Hey, look at me. I'm so religious. Will you vote for me now? Would you vote for somebody if they said that, you know what, I'm not really religious at all?
Okay.
Would you vote for somebody? Because that's the first thing that every politician does, right? They go, I'm religious. I'm religious.
Well, but look at this also. Mitt Romney has come out, and he has said that he is religious, although he is a religion that I don't understand.
He's Mormon.
He's Mormon, and I don't know if a lot of people don't understand the religion, but they're saying that he won't get the nod because of that. So it could go either way, my friend.
Would you vote for somebody if they said they weren't religious?
I don't care.
But apparently people do, because that's the first thing they say. 260-9870.
Get rid of the deficit.
Be honest with me. There's a lot of people who are very devout in their religion that listen, and that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's your thing.
I love it.
Would you still vote for somebody if you thought they were a good candidate, but they weren't religious?
I don't know.
260-9870. 98.7 The Peak. It's all about variety. And if you're running for office, you got to throw that church and God out there. You got to.
Apparently.
I'm very religious. Devout.
He didn't say very.
I go to church all the time.
We've got some text messages. by the way. 411-987. That's brought to you by Sanderson Volvo. Don't text and drive. We've got Jennifer from El Mirage says, they use their religion to get the vote. All I care about is that they can do their job. We've got another text from someone who didn't put their name. Says it doesn't matter if a politician is religious or not, as long as they don't let their beliefs get in the way of doing their job correctly for everyone's benefit.
98.7 The Peak. Good morning. Go.
Oh, hey. I was just listening about Donald Trump saying he goes on only Easter, Christmas, and religious holidays.
You think that he's not being sincere about this whole hot mess?
I don't think so.
Now, do you think that he's making it up because he feels that the majority of Americans will not vote for someone who's not religious?
I don't know. A lot of people don't really believe in religion, and I think they just vote in their parties.
Don't try fake it, because he didn't just became a giant bag to me. Would you vote for somebody if they weren't religious?
Nope.
Really?
Traditionally, from George Washington on, everyone's had some sort of religion.
All right. 98.7 The Peak. It's all about variety. AC/DC, you shook me all night long, or all morning long, however you choose to look at it. So we just played this whole clip about Donald Trump, and like he's trying to play all God now. You know what I mean? No, he's not trying to play God, but he's trying to play religious.
Hey, sure, I love church. I go all the time, especially on Easter Sunday and Christmas.
Because it's important to a lot of voters.
Whatever,
it really
who cares?
Is.
Don't act like a jerk. I mean, because if you don't go, you don't go. It's not a big deal.
Don't talk about Mr. Trump like that.
But that's what he's doing. So we threw the question out there, would you vote for somebody if they said, yeah, I'm not religious at all?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people are saying they would. I think a lot of people are lying.
Okay.
What did the text messages say?
One says, in a simple yes. So it does matter if they're religious. Another one says, God is great, religion stinks.
Okay.
So
does that mean that they would vote for somebody then?
I don't know what that means.
If I ran for office,
yes,
and I wasn't me,
would not.
I look like a kind of guy that would be a decent politician or be able to run something.
Right.
And I said, I'm an atheist. I don't know.
I wouldn't vote for you.
Kind of messed up.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it is. I think I don't know. I just think it is.